Please welcome our panelists, founder and CEO of Inceptio Technology, Julian Ma.
We focus on the autonomous technology for trucks, the 18-wheelers, the heavy-duty trucks. So we all talk about why we want to have this technology. So if you look at the truck industry, surprisingly, for both developed economy and the emerging economy, the challenges are very similar. First of all, actually, it's a shortage of the labor supply. The truck driver is a very undesirable job. And secondly, this is a notoriously diesel guzzler so there is a lot with the emission. And then it also has a very bad record for the safety. And the driver's condition is not very comfortable. So the challenge is actually across the board in many geography. What we do is that we do not want to stay this autonomous technology as a sort of a future technology which will materialize 10 years later. We wanted to have its impact now. So we started with this semi-autonomy technology. We already mass-produced the semi-autonomous truck starting from the December of 2021 with 2 Chinese OEMs. So far, the results has been quite promising. First of all, it has been deployed across 75% of the highway in China, 60 million kilometers of highway commercial mileage, 0 accidents. And even there's no accidents. And behind that, the risk for the collision is reduced by 70%. And secondly, it is a lot more comfortable. We did a very deep quantified measurements. The psychological fatigue for the driver is reduced by 38%. The physiological fatigue is reduced by 38%. Psychological fatigue is reduced by 11%. So that translates to much reduced workload and much more comfortable working condition. And lastly, the fuel consumption. Compared with the best human driver, the diesel consumption on the per truck basis is reduced by 5 to 7%. That translates to the reduction of carbon dioxide of 30 tons per truck per year. Altogether, obviously, there is a very significant ESG impact. For the autonomous truck, now we are, as you just mentioned, we just focus on, we already have this commercial traction, and the product is already saving the money to the customer. So economic case is not the issue. It's about, first of all, increase the volume. That comes from different ways. Of course, as you mentioned, extending to other market is one thing which we already started. We see that the challenges are quite universal, and the technology is also quite transferable in many other geographies. So we are looking into, for example, Japan, Middle East, and because of we are still a growth stage company, so we want to find the market close by, for example, Southeast Asia. We are looking at these areas and to find and work with our OEM partners and to find the suitable models. We see that is possible. It is possible for us to launch these products in about 24 months. So that is one of the important strategies. Next is about just scaling up the volume. We already have a supply base of roughly 50 companies, and that includes all of the sensors, LiDAR, autonomous driving chips, and HD maps. So as volume goes up, and we see that we want to just further cut costs. So even the individual contractors who run a very thin margin, they can still enjoy this technology. So we take this, in the short term, we take this 2-stage approach. But the good thing is that we already have a very proven cases. That is actually the most compelling sort of reason for customers in other geography to take this technology and the products. Actually, I would say we don't have I would say, structural challenge. It is more about reducing the adoption cycle. Very interestingly, because this is a safety-related products, so all customers are very careful in terms of increasing their own scale. They want someone else to have the scale first, and then they do. So building a very convincing case is very important. So that's why that nowadays we focus on a few flagship customers. And secondly, this ESG angle is getting more and more attractive to Fortune 500 companies. Right. For example, Nestle and Budweiser, they are asking their their fleet suppliers to adopt our technology. Definitely is driverless. Although, first of all, we are very committed to providing a full driverless experience to our customers. Perhaps that will be 7 or 8, 10 years later, but we see that would definitely happen because of evolution of the AI technology and also as well as the semiconductor industry. That takes time. So we took as mentioned, we took the stage approach. First stage is semi-autonomy, maybe 5-7 years is full autonomy. But end of the world, we see autonomous truck is actually a freight robot. It is going to be a freight robot. That means that there's no more driver. Everything is dispatched and managed centrally from the cloud. As we can imagine that the logistic operation would be much more simplified and much more standardized. So we envision that for this industry, it is not only about a fully driverless truck itself. It is about a transformation of the logistic format, the trucking format. Just assuming that there will be robots, right? It's not difficult to imagine that there will be a few nationwide super-scale freight robot network across the country, which provides the highest efficiency, the most timely delivery, and at the lowest cost. So that is sort of our vision for this technology. I think for both green technology and autonomous technology, the past few cycles told us that never underestimate the mega momentum. So it will always come in sooner than we anticipated.